Presented by Maine Filters, a veteran-owned and operated world-class leader in industrial fluid filtration.
All right, y'all, episode 2. Welcome back to Who We Golf with Rough Cuts. It's me and my man Deane still.
Deane Pappas of the Falaporwa Limpu province of South Africa grew up playing at the Hans Marinsky golf course. Man, that's a tough accent, y'all. Welcome to my sound studio, by the way. Anyways, Deane is the youngest of 4 brothers, 3 of whom went on to play professionally. He was a 3-time All-American for the University of Arkansas, Whoopit, where he and John Daly used to take it to the likes of Phil Mickelson. Deane is a lifetime member of the Arkansas Sports Hall of Honor. He turned pro in 1992, winning at the 2001 South African PGA Championship, and again in 2009 at the Dimension Data Pro-Am. He also played on what is now known as the Korn Ferry Tour, winning twice, in 2000 at the Cleveland Open and 2001 at the Monterey Open. And he played for 3 years on the PGA Tour. He and his brother, Deane Pappas, became the first brothers to ever graduate to the PGA Tour together. He's the father of Devin, current player for the Arkansas State Red Wolves, and Callan, who is a Marine corporal with huge muscles and little to no golf skills. He was last seen playing at the 2018 Senior U.S. Open, where he finished 21st overall, and y'all better believe you'll be seeing him again one day soon. And now, Deane Pappas.
We're going to work a little bit more on approach shots. We got well, you tell them about it, Deane. What we got here?
Yeah, we got a par 3 coming up. You think you can hit a 160 yards?
No one limits me.
Yeah, I would say just 10 feet left. 10 feet left to the pin. That'll give you a little shorter distance to carry the water and keep your ball alive. Oh yeah, right up the gut.
Ah! Yeah!
Yeah, he got to the green, but he didn't get 169. He's a little short of the pin.
Give me like 155, 150 maybe.
Well, we'll check on him when we get up there.
It's not bad for a little fella, especially when he's nervous. Auga! Man, that felt great. Man's talking. He's always right, but I'm a very determined person, y'all, if you haven't picked up on that by now. So, Deane, if I was a smarter golfer, what would I have done? Taken less club, done like a three-quarter swing or something?
Well, not less club, more club.
Oh, wait, that's what I mean. More club, less. So I had to. Y'all can see I swung a little hard on that, but I was going to prove something. It's almost like I should have hit a 7-iron, huh?
Yeah, my 7-iron.
That's right. All right, y'all. I got a chance for a real birdie. For once, I didn't need a mulligan on this day. Here we go.
Yeah, so if I can give you a little bit of word advice on iron shots, 99% of the time, the amateur never takes enough club.
Yep.
Swinging too hard, out of control, keep coming up short. But, you know, one time about 6 months ago, they hit that club the distance they have. He's got about 13 yards short over here, so.
The number increases.
Yeah.
It's fair, it's fair. All right. Well, when I make this birdie putt, it's going to be that much cooler, though.
So where do you think the line is?
I think it's moving a little right to left, maybe like a cup outside.
Yeah, correct.
Hey!
Maybe even a little more, just inside that leaf up there. It's probably about 3 cups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one. Give me one.
Let's go,
baby! Gentle landings on our screen, but that felt great. Oh, let's go.
I can't believe that fat boy can do the cartwheel.
Right, let's go. I wish I could have seen Deane's faces, because you know his eyebrows went up. He's like, no way. I think 2 holes from now, you'll see the last hole in this episode is a hole where Deane had maybe like a 5-foot birdie putt. I had maybe a 25-footer downhill, breaking right to left, just dropped it right in there. Covered his skin. Like the good Lord covers your soul. And then I got back to that, but it was a hell of a putt, y'all. Man,
Yeah, cost me a lot of money too on this game.
Yes, I did. All right, guys, we're skipping the tee shot here. You got some advice on that last hole. We're trying to respect time here. We've got a sponsor break. Richard's Rainwater. Hello. We're going to get my man Deane shooting this. Y'all know how much I love this stuff. Let's get the signs out of the way. They collect rainwater. They purified it. it's already been purified by condensation, and it's so damn delicious. And you know, if you don't know this, when water hits the ground, it takes 35 years to get down to the aquifer, so it picks out little bits and minerals, that sort of thing. So we're gonna see what Deane thinks about it, but rainwater, baby. Richards.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't do anymore. When it's raining, I'm staying in the bar.
See, some people learn. I don't learn. Just pure water, man. It's pure. It's pure for the Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all, we cheated. We just came to where a really good golfer like Deane would have dropped a tee shot. So now we're sitting on a par 5. What do you think we're looking at, Deane? Assuming we're going for the eagle shot here. What we got?
172.
Wind behind. Playing like 160, would you say?
Yeah, probably right. One thing you got to remember on this hole, it plays 5 yards uphill, so.
All right. So it's like 165.
No. Yeah, at least. So you got a little bit of room short of the pin, so.
You know what?
I think you better hit a 6 on. Yeah, there's no trouble behind the pin, so let's keep it on the trouble-free side of the hole. This is pro strategy.
So I want to be on the right side of the hole, right?
Yeah, no, you'd rather be right at it.
Right out of it. Long is okay.
Long is definitely okay. Ah, get up, baby.
Oh, that catch 3?
No,
Short.
I think the wind knocked it down.
Man, you know what? Let's hit one more. I think I did like a real slow swing on that. Let me just try a normal full swing. See what that's.
You got to be careful about hitting easy shots downwind. The wind will knock it down out of the sky. You got to hit it hard and get it high.
Even downwind, because I imagine it's just pushing me along.
Now, if you don't get it to knock up through the wind, it's going to get knocked down.
Okay. All right.
Take a club that you can whack. You got a big hill behind the green to stop your ball, so don't come up short.
That's fading. Any more?
Cut a little more. Oh, I got to the front edge. Yeah, let's put some sand in those holes. You could bury a squirrel in them.
With a professional tour right here. I'm gonna find it.
All right, so here we are. You know, like I said, he thought he could hit it that far, so he eased up on it. The wind knocked it down out of the sky, and he came up a little short.
Now this sand is just a little wet. So I think about this a lot. With this type of sand, it's more granular. So I really want to be coming like 1 inch or 2 inches behind on my impact.
Yeah, you want to be pretty close to the ball down there.
So
Yeah.
I'm cheating, but like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Get the face nice wide open. Yeah, keep the club moving all the way to the top.
Yeah, perfect distance.
Just
pushed
a little bit out to the right.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, it was kind of your swing plane. You took it a little bit inside and swung a little bit out, as opposed to coming what feels like a little bit outside and across the ball to the left.
That shouldn't be coming.
Kind of that'll be more your bunker. A little bit outside on the backswing, a little across on the follow through. Ah, I think we found a job he's really good at.
Oh, season, yeah. Oh, that's terrible. I'm Puerto Rican. I shouldn't be making fun of my own people like that. Damn, Emilio. Be sensitive. My dozens and dozens of fans have turned against me. The second shot, I almost got it here, y'all. The distance was almost right, actually. Maybe 7 yards short. All right, we got another, technically a birdie. Well, a supposed birdie putt if I'd hit a good drive.
I think you got about right there.
Cup and a half, 2 cups.
2 cups at least.
Downhill?
Slightly.
Not that downhill, Emilio. I planned it like it was 2 days ago before the seeding. I swear that would have been decent a couple of days ago.
It's not a gimme.
Never a doubt.
Snuck it in
Never
the
a doubt.
corner.
All right, Deane, so one bit of fun for the audience. What the hell is a dopiki?
Dopiki, that's a small little drink.
Uh-huh.
In South Africa, you know, if you say, let's have a dope, that'll be let's have a drink, and then so a little facetious, they say let's have a dopiki.
A little drink.
Basically, yeah, which basically means you're gonna have a load of drink.
And what's your favorite topiki, Deane?
Yeah, I drink wine mixed with Diet Coke. Chardonnay or red wine. The better the wine, the better the drink.
I think as you described it to me once, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's a fine first growth Bordeaux, you know, one of the most fine wines. What did you say? You can taste the wine through the Coke?
Oh, yeah.
We're on a par 5 here. I've hit 2 decent shots, so I'm about, imaginarily I've hit 2 decent shots, but I'm 100 yards out, so Deane's gonna tell us what to do here. God, look at that. It looks so pretty, man. The lines in the fairway. You've done such a great job here. I want to get this. 102 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, there he is.
We're going a little uphill, a little bit into the wind, so we probably call it 107 yards.
Okay.
And then you got to deal with the wind coming into your face, so that'll be at least 1 extra club. Yeah, I would say about 120.
All right. So
like,
look at my drive.
yeah.
Didn't you teach me to swing slower to keep it low? Something?
Yeah, so you want to take a club that you don't have to hit hard because it'll spin more, it'll go further up in the air and travel less distance. So let's see, I would take a wedge and just try to drive it down a little bit. Try to keep it a little bit lower.
Okay.
So nice 3/4 wedge, keeping it down. We don't need to take divots with the practice swing, guys. That's kind of an amateur move. I don't think you'll ever see the pros taking a nice divot next to their golf ball like that.
How do they practice the motion?
It's all in the air. Yeah. Okay. All right, hang on. The wind just picked up. I think we're gonna have to go back to that 9-iron.
All right.
So it's just gonna be a little 3/4 9-iron directly at the flag.
All right.
Always going at the flag with the short irons. Yeah, well done. Nicely. Trajectory was perfect. Nice easy swing with a 9-iron. Kept the ball down.
Take that.
I think it's pin on.
All right, y'all. One of those times where I try to prove my name's not short game for nothing. Although that was Deane's coaching, because I definitely was going to take a pitching wedge and definitely swing hard, and it was probably going to go too high in the air and wind short. But listening to Deane with the 9-iron got me. Oh, we're going to zoom in here. That's right. Look at that, y'all. You see some leaves, but that's maybe what, 6-8 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
On a tough green. This is a very easy green to bounce it over. This little edge right here. I mean, this is a course that makes you think, by the way, guys. This is no easy place, man. The green here probably kicked me forward, came down, and now I got a nice short little supposed birdie putt. All right, try to knock one in here. I think, wait, straight at it or right edge? Maybe?
Yeah, he is. Reading the putt. No, I'd go inside left.
Inside left?
Yeah.
It'll move to the right, okay.
Believe it or not, wind makes a big difference in putting.
Something I never remembered.
See the leaves blowing across the ground? Yeah, well, if the leaves are blowing, the wind's blowing.
Common sense, but
Don't leave the hole.
don't leave that hole.
Boom!
Ooh!
Perfect.
That was the play. Yeah, I started just inside left and then it moved right over.
Yeah.
It's like he knows stuff, guys.
Yeah. What a player.
What a player. Who'd have thunk it?
Oh. Yeah, I'll get the pin for you.
Oh, yeah. This is my show, Deane, all right? I don't pick up pins. I'm a real sometimes, guys. But I did fix my divot. That should count for something. Yeah. Fix your divots. If you're not out there not fixing your divots, treat the golf course right, man. People work hard on these things.
And the golfing gods will not favor you.
No, they won't.
Unless you take care of the course.
This is true. All right, well, hey, that was the episode here on Approach Shots. Now we're going to go up to some greens. Deane's going to talk a bit about chipping and putting. We might see him hit a shot or two. We'll see. Tune in for the next one, y'all. Get ready. Short game coming at you. All right.